After our first major setback, back-to-back losses in our last 2 league matches, Kahawa Pride was given a golden chance at redemption. A game against Mentors FC, a dominant force who sat in first place with 7 wins, 3 draws, and just 2 losses heading into last week. A win here could turn everything around in an instant, but a loss would mean 3 straight losses and a potential fall into a relegation battle at the bottom of the table. All week, the team was dialed in. Daily training, gym work, and preparations to debut a new formation were the focus in the days leading up to match day. But would it be enough to earn a win against the league's top club? You are now watching Road to the Kenyan Premier League. What's up, everyone? My name is Hayes Canup, JerseyBird founder and your host of Road to the Kenyan Premier League. Before we get into it, if you want to support this project, there are 3 main ways to do so. First up is the KPFC 10 for 10 deal. If your club is in need of new kits and apparel, start a project with JerseyBird. Tell us you came from this Road to the KPL series, and you will receive 10% off your order with another 10% donated directly to our club. Go to JerseyBird.com, tap Start a Project, and we will create some awesome kits for your club, just like the ones you see in all our videos. Next, we have the Lions Den, the official club Discord. We host watch-along parties, vote on club decisions, and discuss unreleased news with myself and staff members. Go check it out. And lastly, if you just want a simple way to donate, go to kahawapridefc.paperform.co. You can contribute to various aspects of the club, and I've also added a category to support the Lionesses as they have also begun their own journey to the Women's Premier League. I also just restocked both the home and the keeper kits. Go check them out while they are still in stock. Any partnership inquiries can be sent to kahawapridefc@jerseybird.com. I will link all of these support methods in the description below. Thank you all for the support. Now back to the video. A couple of headlines before we get into our main story. Last week, our community raised $247 or about 32,000 shillings to support Westlife United's player who suffered a severe leg injury 2 weeks ago. The medical bills from that surgery were very high, so they reached out for help. Big shout out to our community for contributing to those expenses. And building off of last week's video, which focused on the Lehigh University visit, led by Program Director Megan Van Vooris and Professor Doug Mahoney, on Friday, Megan, her husband Jay, and their son Bear stopped by the clubhouse for a visit. The entire men's team was there, so they got to meet everybody, tour the clubhouse. Bear got to play against our current FIFA champion, Austin Ochieng, and to quote Megan, he had the time of his life. Austin did manage to get the W, a narrow 7-5 win, retaining his title as king of the clubhouse alongside Kasim. If you remember, Ochieng defeated Govid in the finals of our men's tournament, but the big surprise came at the end of the visit when everyone on the team, even the staff, signed a shirt for Bear to take back home. Yeah. And yes, even Simba signed with a big double paw print inside the collar. Overall, it was an amazing experience for everyone involved. Huge thank you to Megan, Jay, and Bear for stopping by, and shout out to Lehigh for arranging the entire visit. You are now all forever part of our Road to the KPL storyline. I'm also starting a new tradition, a Simba segment in every Wednesday video, just a 30-second update each week on Simba's growth and development as the club's official mascot. It's been 3 weeks since her rescue, and she is growing super fast. She's eating very well and is loving her new home in the Kahawa Pride clubhouse. She's full of energy and positivity. Govid is still the lead caretaker, ensuring that she is fed and healthy, but the entire squad is keeping her entertained at all times. She really enjoyed the attention during Bear's visit, and she is completely oblivious to the thousands of others around the world who are now following her journey as well. Now, let's get into our main storyline, the recap of our match last week against Mentors FC. As I mentioned in the intro, Mentors sat atop the table heading into this match with 4 wins and 1 draw across their past 5 matches. They are a formidable opponent, and our staff worked hard to prepare for this crucial matchup. I discussed this in our last financial report, but we recently purchased 2 brand new sets of goals so we can split our training sessions into 2 smaller fields instead of 1 big field, doubling the amount of touches our players can get in training. Let's start off with the formation, which saw its first change of the season. Previously, we've been running a 4-2-3-1 formation, but Coach Kim changed it up for this match, going with a 3-4-2-1 formation, a setup that had worked well in our recent friendly against National Super League side Kabaddi Youth FC. The starting 11 also saw significant changes. Starting off in net, Manyao was back starting behind a back line of Chiari, Otieno, and Maloba. Along the midfield, from left to right, we had Uma, Ngefe, Okech, and Mina, with Louis Mwaniki at left attacking midfield and Austin Ochieng back in the starting lineup on the right. And at striker, Gatoto got the start. Saturday rolled around, the weather was clear, and the boys headed off to Kamulu grounds about an hour east of our clubhouse. We arrived and pregame preparations were underway. Finally, the match kicked off, and as you can see from this clip, Mentors were pressing very hard from the very first moment. At first, the new formation seems to be working. The 4 players across the midfield open up a lot of options, and we were using it to move the ball upfield consistently. And in the 9th minute, we get our first chance.
Now Glenn Ngete switches flanks, trying to find Lewis Mwaniki, who is in the clear, but then... Wow, I'll need to see that again.
Glenn Ngete catches Mentors sleeping and sends a ball right over the back line to Louis Mwaniki, but he is called offsides, which is a very, very close call, but play continues and the score remains 0-0. On the other side of the pitch, Mentors continue pressing hard on defense, and in the 15th minute, they get their first chance.
It is Mina. Elfas Mina tries something, but then Chiari loses the ball in a dangerous area. Brings the ball, and it is a goal. It is that man, Kingston Simiu. His 7th of the season.
Uma makes a good defensive play, winning the ball, but number 17 sprints directly at Chiari, stealing the ball and getting it to number 4, who buries it from 12 yards out. Immediately after, we are back on the attack. On our first rush after conceding, Mwaniki and Uma are working hard along the wing to generate chances, but nothing comes from it yet. The next 10 minutes are filled with mostly defensive play from both sides. Mentors had a corner kick that got blocked immediately. In the 27th minute, we put together a decent rush that ends in a Mwaniki shot that's too fast for the camera to follow, but in the 29th minute, Mentors is back on the attack.
In the second half, most likely.
Tamili there in midfield as they try to swing that one in. And it is goal number 2.
A clinical ball from Mentors splits Otieno and Maloba, and a single touch from number 17 chips the ball up and over Manyao to make the score 2-0. Before play resumes, veteran Louis Mwaniki holds the ball and calls a meeting in the middle of our own half to refocus the squad. Play resumes, and despite the 2-goal lead, the back line remains confident, Maloba showing some skills here to evade the press. In the midfield, Okech keeps fighting as well, keeping the intensity high and winning balls off of Mentor attackers. Just a couple minutes later, he makes another clean move, generating more offensive chances, but it isn't until the 41st minute that we get our next true chance.
Quickly started, Lewis. Try some trickery there, driving into that area. Is that a chance for Pride, oh, just couldn't find his man.
Waniki carries the ball all the way into the box, but cannot complete the final pass to Kamau, who has recently subbed in for Maloba, and the score remains 2-0. Right before the half, Okech makes one more solid run right through the middle of the pitch before getting clipped by a defender and getting hurt. The final notable event for the first half, and we enter halftime down by 2, and the boys sit down with staff to go over tactics. Before the second half kicks off, the squad gets a quick group warm-up in, and they are ready to go. The first chance of the half comes from a handball just outside of the box, and we are gifted a free kick in a dangerous area.
Floated into the area, but just sails wide.
Ironically, Mentors get a free kick a few minutes later. They take it, and a handball on us this time leads to their first true chance of the half, a free kick from about 25 yards out.
Leaves it. Good save there, Junior Munyao, but then the follow-up.
A dangerous shot forces a very strong save from Munyao, and while the rebound shot was offsides, Munyao made another highlight save on that one, and the deficit remains 2. In the 59th minute, we see a pivotal moment.
Launches the ball forward for Lewis Maniki, who beats Frederick nicely and floats the ball into the area.
Kamau is inches away from a tap-in header, but he's pushed from behind and goes down. No whistle is blown, and play continues. In the 61st minute, Uma sends a deep free kick into dangerous territory, but Otieno sends it high and wide. Moments later, Ochieng shows why he's back in the starting lineup, sending a touch pass through to Mina along the wing. Later in the 67th minute, Mentors draws up a new corner kick play, and Ngethe isn't too happy about it.
Doing what I normally see in the English Premiership. But they want to attack from the back post. Glenn Ngethe has been called by the referee.
The cross was good, but the shot isn't anywhere close, and Munyao gets a goal kick. In the 69th minute, Waniki shows off his skill with a crazy first touch here, and 2 minutes later, Ochieng, again showing his vision in the midfield, sends a crazy pass through to Mina, who unfortunately cannot settle the ball before it goes out of bounds. In the 73rd minute, we get our first card of the match, a yellow card on Mentors after a big collision involving Uma on the left wing, but it doesn't slow them down at all as they get a corner kick moments later, and they are looking to put the game away.
The ball hits the crossbar. Oh.
Number 4 slams one off of the crossbar, and we narrowly escape, still down by just 2 with 15 minutes to play. But as our offense continues to struggle in the final third, Mentors get another great chance with time winding down.
Now it's Glenn Ngethe's turn. Loses the ball again to Simiu. A chance for Mentors FC. It's up goal number 3.
A turnover from Ngethe leads to another quick pass and shoot goal from Mentors, and they go up 3-0 in the 84th minute, putting the game well out of reach. As time runs out, the reality sets in, a third straight loss, and the players are feeling it after the final whistle as they spend 10 to 15 minutes on the pitch just talking as a group about where the squad is at mentally and physically.
We are focusing on the mentality of the players. We really want to change their mentality. We really need to make them know they are winners and they should perform better. We expect better from the next match. We expect the players to do better. So we are working on their mental strength.
Such matches show us how far we still are and some of the things that we need to seriously work on, improve, and we are really working towards that. No matter the team performances right now, it's a huge improvement from last season. During these times, I guess they're also succumbing to pressure, but we are working tirelessly to ensure that they feel motivated enough.
Game ilikuwa poa. I think we were the better side. Tulipena 2 gifts, but moving forward tena tukiwakia, na I believe tutakam na positive results.
So mimi naweza sema ni hatukutumia chances zetu, ndeka make wao walitumia chances mapema. So kukam kwa game ilikuwa ngumu.
The game was a good game. We had our chances but we failed to utilize them. I hope the next game we will put more effort on our scoring.
So there you have it, Mentors 3, Kahawa Pride 0, a loss that puts us back in 15th on the table with a record of 4 wins, 1 draw, and 5 losses. Remember, 2 of those losses are inherited and still undergoing an appeal process to be removed from our record. However, on the bright side, we have the Lionesses, who just took down a very, very strong RDU squad 7-1 to earn their 2nd straight win, improving to 2 wins and 1 loss on the season. Grace and Jerry scored a hat trick, which followed up a brace in her last performance as she continues to terrorize defenses across the league. And we cannot cover the Lionesses match without showing this incredible goal from ex-national team superstar Nedi Atieno. Roll the clip. Nearly a carbon copy of the famous James Rodriguez 2014 Puskas goal, Atieno went bar down off of a volley. This was actually an equalizer as RDU scored the first goal of the match, but we went on to score 7 straight, a dominant performance from everyone involved. If you haven't already, go sub to the Kahawa Pride FC main YouTube channel. The Lionesses are beginning their own road to the Women's Kenyan Premier League, and they're posting a lot of awesome content, so go check it out. And we can't forget about our U19 squad, Mapogo, who earned a 2-0 win last weekend as well. The men's team have 2 matches this weekend, 1 makeup match on Friday at home against Mwiki United. We will not be live for that match, but we will be posting live updates on the club Instagram page. Then on Sunday, we are back at home against Fortune Kinderen FC, who currently sit 2nd on the table, another big test for the squad. We will be live for that match right here on the JerseyBird YouTube channel, which kicks off on Sunday, March 22nd at 4 p.m. East African time. That is 1 p.m. in London and 9 a.m. in New York. If you like the video, drop a like, drop a sub, comment where you are watching from. As always, you can catch new episodes of Road to the Kenyan Premier League every single Wednesday and Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Thank you for the incredible amount of support from all around the world, and I will see you in the next one.